Hi everyone, this is my run on Edgar's Intersecting Wheels Lufenia Plus, and this run is going to be a no boss turn run featuring the usual blitz create strategy with Machina, and this time also with Garnet as well. The Lufenia orb on this stage can be quite tricky to uptick, mainly because it requires a ignore defense attacks, maybe from Locke BT Aura or triple weapon type Imperil from Edgar. Both of which I actually do not have, so I just go down the route of killing the bosses before the orb takes down to 0, which is the essence behind this strategy. Now, part of the strategy here is actually using Chocobo Summon, mainly because Chocobo Summon charges more quickly than the other summon modes. Also, because the bosses on this fight are immune to launch, you can't do launches to hypercharge the summon meter. So because of that, I decided to opt instead for break attacks, because breaking the bosses also do contribute to the summon meter a little bit more. For that reason, I set a lightning call on to Fran, mainly because her LD call re-breaks both bosses. On hindsight, I think probably Strago LD call would be a little bit more better, but the main purpose of the call is for the re-breaks anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Turn order is a little bit important. Ideally, you want Cloud of Darkness to move as early as possible at the start, either first or second position, mainly because you can then go into her BT plus and you get a little bit more extra damage that way when Fran or Machina acts. So anyway, I started off with Fran first, and I just ended her first turn with her LD, and then so that I could go into Cloud of Darkness's turn and use her BT plus. I saved all the call abilities until after Cloud of Darkness uses her BT plus, mainly because then I can get one extra round of free lasers in. So once I use Lightning to break both bosses, then I swap out Fran into Garnet, Fran support, and then I go Peridot Thunder Flash straight into her BT plus. Now in this battle, I did not use Machina, Fran or Garnet's additional ability, and that's mainly because I'm racing against the orb, so every orb turn count is pretty precious, and I'm just sort of saving it for the later parts of the fight. Alright, so setup is more or less complete. I have Cloud of Darkness and Garnet's BT Aura in field, so here I just use the Alisaie LD call and to get a little bit more oomph on Machina, and that also triggers another round of free lasers, which is pretty good. Now because the orb count is still pretty healthy at 4, I decided to go one round of Awakening with Machina, just to get that little bit of chip damage in, and to also charge Garnet's overhead by one additional turn, so that it's now at 4 stacks rather than 3. So I think this is as best as I can do for setup. I go straight into BT mode here. Ideally, you want to have at least the orb count at 2 at a bare minimum when you go into Machina's BT mode. If the orb count is at 1, this means that the orb will take down to 0 when Machina comes out of his burst mode, and you will have to eat the Meteor Plus attack from the bosses. Having the orb count of at least 2, in my case the orb count is at 3, leaves you one additional turn after Machina's burst mode, which you can then use Cloud of Darkness LD to break and finish charging your Chocobo Summon, which will then allow you to pop summon immediately if you need the extra room to finish up. Anyway, a little bit about alternatives. You don't really need a lot of good call options because you have Garnet Burst Aura in play, so if you don't have Alisaie LD call, Sith LD call also works pretty well. Or maybe something like Iroha I think you should do. If you don't have Kurasame LD call, just use your best HP damage up effect call ability. And if you don't have Lightning Call, any other call ability that offers re-breaks such as Strago will also work. The only purpose of that call, once again, is to help you charge the summon meter. Anyway, here I paused a little bit because I was pretty sure I could finish the fight just by using Cloud Darkness LD, and this could have been a no summon mode fight as well, but I just decided not to take the chance and pop summon mode right here. So at least this actually shows that there is a little bit of wiggle room. If the bosses still have a little bit of health, say 10 to 20% left over after Machina's burst mode, you can also just pop summon right after that and finish them off inside Chocobo summon. Anyway, that's it for this run. I hope it has been helpful, and as always, if you like the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye!